everyone, welcome to the Purls of Color podcast. I'm Sarah, and this is Stacy. This is my cousin, everyone. She is brand new to knitting, so be nice to her. She's on Ravelry. What's your Ravelry name?
I think it's Staciero.
Yeah, and it's Stacy with an IE. I'll put a little link in. Be friends with her. Be nice. She's just learning. And of course, you can find me as Sarloz, Sarloz. I know it's awkward to say, but it is what it is. So, this is episode 12, and it's a Tuesday afternoon. I'm inside, so the lighting is pretty awful. I'm at my house, not my boyfriend's, and he's the one that has the good lighting. So, just deal with it. Let's see. Stacy just started knitting like a few weeks ago, but she's doing really well. She's working on a scarf. Show them your scarf. Hold it up. Hold it up to the camera.
Ooh.
So she's just using some red hot acrylic yarn, and she started off doing, what is it? It's
a row of knit and then a row of knit purl.
So I actually really like it.
But then I messed up.
She's not too fond of it because she messed up. So she started with the pattern, and then she ended up doing 2 rows of knit. So then it got to the wrong side of the work where she started doing the pattern design again. I think it looks great, and I told her she should checker it, and after a long strip, go back to doing the other side to show. She doesn't think so. I think it looks good, though. She's learning really fast. She's a quick learner.
I'm trying.
And she did start a blanket.
Where did the ball go? I think it fell. Oh, no,
so she started a blanket and, didn't like the gap between some stitches.
And then I messed up.
She's got some OCD issues going on. So she unwound it. So that's her blanket right now. She's going to start. She's a little frustrated though. I told her it happens to everyone, but she doesn't believe me. So,
well, you're a knitting queen, so.
Well, I've been knitting for like 10 years.
So,
you'll get used to it. I haven't finished a lot of projects since I last talked to you guys, mainly because I haven't really wanted to stick to one project. I've been doing a bunch of different ones, so did a little here and a little there. But the weather's getting nice, and I'm motivated to knit some new stuff, but I need to finish stuff. So that's my goal right now, is to finish what I already have on the needles. My biggest accomplishment is I finished the flyleaf shawl, and I'll show you guys because I'm super excited about this.
So pretty.
So, I worked on this last week because it was April vacation, and I think last time I showed it to you guys, I only had like 4 leaves. So I did the whole border.
You want me to help you hold
over
it?
The weekend. Yeah, hold on. Switch it. Oh. This is made from No Maker's House Gnome. That's her finger and weight base. It's merino and nylon. I think it's a 75-25 blend.
So soft.
Yeah, it's really soft. Even while it was wet, I was like rubbing it up against my face because it was so soft. Sorry, there's a hair on here. This is going to be for my mom. It was her late birthday gift that became a Christmas gift and became a Valentine's Day gift and just an April gift. But it's done. When I was blocking it out, I noticed this little red dot. And I was really bummed about it, but no one's going to notice it when you're wearing it. And I don't know if that just, when I soaked it, I don't know if there was like some dye left over on the tub I used to soak it in. I did wash it and like soap it before I soaked this because it is a cream. It's like an off-white. Can't really tell. There you go. Like I said, the lighting's bad, so you can't tell too well with the coloring today. But I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I just might have to knit another one for myself. the leaves slowed me down. I really hate a knit-on border because it just goes so slow. But once I
finished it quickly.
Yeah, once I got into doing the leaves and I started to memorize the pattern and was like able to read my pattern as I went with my stitches and stuff, so it went really quick after that. So yeah, I'm really thrilled about that. And this is where Stacy would show you some finished objects, or some whips, but you know, she undid her blanket because the stitches weren't perfect.
Well, I got distracted and then I went backwards and then I tried to fix it and then it wasn't working, so then I just cut it and I figured, you know what, I'll start over. So, plus the stitch markers that we used kind of made like a gap.
Yeah, I gave her those some stitch markers I didn't like.
Lovely.
And I thought I didn't like them because they left gaps, actually.
And she didn't tell me that to begin with, so as I'm going, I'm looking, and I'm like, wow, there's a gap in every 50th stitch.
I thought it was just me. I didn't think she was going to notice, because I use like thinner yarn, like I mostly use finger in or like DK, and she was using worsted, so I was like, it won't matter with like the thicker yarn. I guess
it did. Yeah. So she convinced me to just keep going, but then I was messing up on other things, so then I just said forget it. So
you were just messing up because then it was all in your head.
I do want a big blanket, and it did end up, I measured what I cut off. It was about 6 feet, so now I know what I want. So that works.
That's good.
It's like a tester, so
that's
not all lost in vain.
She'll cast on again eventually. So we went to Joann's and we just picked up some Karen
1-pounders.
1 pounds. I don't know necessarily what the name of that line is, but they were on sale.
Really soft.
Yeah, it's pretty soft as far as like acrylic and stuff goes. You know, nothing fancy, but great for a beginner. So she got 2 of the jumbo pounds. They were half off. And she got a gray one, she got a blue one, and then she got a smallest skein of, it was Red Hot Jumbo, and it's in a darker gray, so she's going to do
a light gray, a dark gray, and like a azure bluish color kind of thing.
Yeah. I told her she should do something fancy, but she doesn't want to yet.
I don't think
I haven't taught her how to increase or decrease, but that's coming up because she wants to make a pig, and that's going to require some decreases and increases.
Hopefully.
Yeah. We're just going to do like a circled pig with like a button nose and
a squiggly tail.
Her niece wants a pig, so we're going to do that. It's probably going to be like keychain size, so that she can keep it on her backpack at school.
Hey.
I don't know about the kids in her class, but the kids in my class are all about the keychains.
I think keychains were cool when we were kids.
I think they were, I think I had quite a lot, actually, like those clip-ons.
Like your mom gives you 1 key and then you have 10 keychains for your 1 key to your house. Yeah. I think that's still a fad, so.
Yeah, and the keychains nowadays aren't tiny. They're, like, huge. They're, like, fist size. My student, his parent put, like, a duck on his so that he would know, like, what zipper to pull to zipper his bag. But I want to take the damn thing off. It just gets in the way. I'm like, yeah, that's a zipper. It's not a keychain. Like, it's a zipper. You can use that. But all my other students have, like, these, I don't know what they call them. I should know this because...
It's a character?
Yeah. It's like these animals with big... No, animals with big eyes.
Oh, Little Pet Shop or something.
Yeah, I think that's... Yes, okay, yeah. I should know this because we just did a collection project at the school where the kids had to bring a collection and then, like, pick... Like, they had to score them, which was their favorite. Then they had to pick their favorite and then write about why.
There's always a fad.
Yeah, so every single person either had Pokemon cards or these, like, pet shop keychains.
I'm just surprised Pokemon is still in style after so long. But.
It's gotten really bad. We've had to ban them from, like, the classroom. So we have some kids that, like, if they're behavioral, so if they make it through a day or, have, you know, they get rewarded with, like, a Pokemon card. Like, one of the teachers will give it to them. However, everybody else brings them in, and we had to ban them from the classroom unless you got them for having good behavior because kids would start trading them in class, right?
And then get in trouble when they go home without the cards.
No, they would trade them, and then they would decide they didn't want to trade them anymore, and then they'd be like these fights, like literal like fist fights about getting their cards back, and then kids would start lying and saying, no, I didn't trade 2 cards, or, well, I traded 3, but I don't know where the other one is, so I only have 2, and then they like try to pocket that third one. It was really bad. Like we had some major incidents about Pokemon cards, and in fact we just yelled at them right before school ended about Pokemon cards. So
darn you, Pokemon, getting kids in trouble.
Yeah, we keep taking them away, and I told them I'll just add them to the stash I had going when I was younger. I don't have them anymore, but I could build it back up.
I gave my binder to one of my nieces.
I know, I had like binders.
I had like 300 cards in a
these
binder.
Pokemon cards.
I had them organized. I had my doubles. I had my holographics.
Yeah, and then after Pokemon cards, I got into Yu-Gi-Oh, and I had Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Not for long, but I did have Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I remember we binders of them, and I have 2 sisters and a brother, and they had binders of them as well. Like, we used to go to the YMCA after school, and you had to have your Pokemon cards, or GIMP. It was one or the other, or both, and sweet lollies. Beef gelatin. If you guys don't know, 90s candy is filled of horrendous things, and I just found out via Stacy that the fake cigarettes have beef gelatin in them, and
I read the ingredients of things, and
she really grossed me out, but it didn't stop me from eating them.
Yeah, I took the box, saw that it said beef gelatin was like the second ingredient, and she kept eating it. So she told me something really disturbing about Starburst, but it's out of my mind now, and it was so disturbing that I couldn't think about it anymore. But 90s candies, we think they taste good, but when you taste them, they don't.
Yeah, try eating them again. It's not so good anymore. Yeah. Razzles, I just bought some Razzles.
They were terrible.
They were awful. Terrible.
They were the worst candy I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
I told her it's candy that you would give to someone you don't like.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But you buy it because you're like, oh yeah, I love this candy growing up, and
then you act nice sharing, but you just give it away.
Yeah, it's just like those movies too that you're like, oh, this is my favorite movie when I was younger, and then you put it in again, and you're like, why did my parents even let me watch this at 9 years old? Yeah.
We turned out all right, so.
Yeah. Now you can't even show Madagascar in school.
Oh, I've never seen it.
It's just like, it's like a kid's...
Don't they talk about butts?
Probably. I think they do, but I don't think that's why you can't do it. You want to know why you can't show Madagascar in school anymore? At least not in where I work. Because in one of the scenes, they're dancing. There's like a banner behind them. And I can't remember what the banner said, but it was like something, like nothing like it was just something comical and like fun and innocent. But at one part of the scene, like, one of the letters falls or something like that, and it says shit or hell. One of those. I think it's hell. It says like hell, and you can't have it showing.
I don't know.
That's what I was told, anyways, or something like that. So nowadays you can't really watch anything with your kids, or and everyone comes in with the same all natural Whole Foods snacks. No red dye 40 in those.
No peanut butter.
No peanut butter. Well, actually, we have several kids in our class that have nut allergies, but there's a lot of kids that still come in with peanut butter. And we send, you get a notice saying kids have allergies. Don't send your kids in with peanut butter.
Rebels.
But they do. They come in with peanut butter.
If my kid ends up with peanut butter allergies, I'm going to tell him you're grounded till I'm done with this sandwich.
I think I'm just going to eat a lot of peanut butter while I'm pregnant and hope that my kids won't have any issues, because I love peanut butter and I can't have a peanut butter free house. Same with tree nuts. I'm going to eat a lot of tree nuts because...
she's already planning her pregnancy
while
diet.
I'm breastfeeding and while I'm pregnant, it's going to load
be
up on those
that
nuts.
Makes her sick while she's pregnant.
Because I can't have a nut-free house. My boyfriend loves them. I love them. It's not going to work. And we're not going to go into how dirty that sounds. So, anyways, yeah, she's doing great. Friend her on Ravelry. I've also been working on my Kama Sutra socks. And yeah, there's the first one. So it's Mustache Yarns. They're sock ed. I don't know, School of Stash Sock Education. And I learned how to do the double gusset and the afterthought heel. And I mentioned to you guys before that I was really kind of not completely satisfied with the afterthought heel class, just because I felt like I didn't learn anything, and I paid $6 for a pattern that I already knew how to do. So that was an error on my half. Like, I shouldn't have picked the afterthought heel. I thought I was going to get like more tips on how to like size it right. So I never, and that was actually during March when I ended up getting like really tired and sick feeling, and I didn't do a lot of knitting anyways. So I just restarted these, and I did the double gusset. You can't really see it well, but I really like this heel. It really hugs your foot really well. So if you haven't tried it, try it. I've only got 20 stripes. So it goes white to silver, and I stopped right between the two for my toe decreases. And I used some Cascade Heritage. I don't know what color this is. Hold on. I've got the label. So it's 75 Superwash Merino, 25 Nylon. And it's just a color number, 5629. And you can't tell, but it's like a green. It's like a, what kind of green is that?
It looks like it really wants to be lime green, but it's a little bit more subtle. It's not so bright, but it's a nice color green.
It's like a spring lime green.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm using this yarn to actually knit my Camas Lily cardigan, which I haven't worked on at all since the summertime. But I want to knit the mealy vest. I think that's how you say it. But I feel guilty starting that if I still have the cardigan going. So I want to get at least like a good amount of the cardigan going before I start my vest. But I'll probably just start my vest anyways. So I was knitting on the second sock. So I've got the hoe, the first sock done. Hoe is half object. So like when you have mittens or socks, if you finish one, it's your hoe. A finished object is an FO. Finished object. So it's a faux.
It's a hoe or a faux?
Yeah.
Knitting terms.
Yeah, we got to get Stacy all caught up on these knitting terms. So, oh no, I just dropped a stitch. I need to put that back on my needle before I continue talking. I'll fix that. I won't knit. Forget that. Anyways, I was knitting last night on it, and I was right up here. Ooh, you can't tell what color that is, but it's like a coral, and then it goes into an orange, a pink, a red, purples, and blues. So I just have the greens, the golden and brown, and then my white and my toe to do left on this one. So I'll probably finish it soon. Probably maybe tonight I'll work on it and at least get to the toe. So there's that. I worked a little bit on this huge blanket, my Gotta Stitch blanket. I haven't shown you guys that because the thing is like 6 feet wide, and it's about 4 feet tall so far. So I'm almost done with it, but it's too big to carry back and forth, and even if I did show you guys, I mean, my little iPad camera isn't gonna get a good picture of it. But it's gorgeous. You can check it out on my project page. I used Lion Brand's homespun yarn in their Waterfalls colorway and their Deco colorway. So if you see them at the store, just hold them up together, and that's what my blanket looks like. It's all Gotta Stitch, and I'm striping each skein. So I'll just knit one whole skein, switch to the next one when I run out, and continue with it. So I worked on that a little bit. I want to say I also worked on my log cabin blanket a little bit, but I don't think I did a lot. I think maybe I did like 3 rows. But yeah, I haven't really, like I said, I haven't really wanted to stick to one project. Even my Kama Sutra socks, I didn't do a lot on it until last night. And then I think I'm actually going to have enough to do another pair of socks with this yarn, the Kama Sutra. Because that's how much I had left of the 50 gram. So Stacy from Mustache Yarns, she does the OCD stripes, and I'm telling you, it's amazing how well they match up. So she gives you two 50 gram skeins where they start at the same place, and after the first sock, that's how much left I had of the other the 50 gram skein. So I did 20 stripes with the contrast in heel, cuff, and toe. And I think the colors repeat one more time. I could be wrong, but it looks like there's white and stuff in here. So I think I can do another pair of socks if I do another contrast in heel, cuff, and toe. So I think I might actually do either black or like cream or white, but I don't know about white on socks.
No, sometimes they get dirty.
Yeah, they get dirty. So maybe a gray.
You could do a pink.
I could do a pink.
It has like 3 shades of pink in it.
Yeah, but I was thinking about doing, so I could do like the solid stripes with the contrasting colors, or I was thinking about doing like the pinks and then doing like a white section and then go into the purples on the stripes, do another white section, go into the blues, another white section, go into like the pink and red.
That'd be cute.
Like break up the stripes, but
it's a lot of work.
Yeah, I have a lot of teals to weave in, but also, like I said, I don't know about cream for socks, and that's really what I'd want to do is the cream color with it. I'd probably want to do like the cream, the buttercow of the shawl for my mom, the fly-leaf shawl.
Well, hold that color up against the colors of this.
Like I think that would be pretty, like in between.
Cover this green.
I think it would look nice.
It wouldn't be bad.
I don't know. Maybe I need something lighter, or black would work too. I don't have any black yarn actually. I have a small skein that I use to make eyes on toys, but I don't knit with black. It's like hot on my eyes. So, I'd have to buy black yarn. So I'd probably go with like a semi-solid black yarn so that it's not so like dark, but we'll see. So I was also knitting on the socks for my boyfriend. So this is from the Koi sock. I don't remember the colorway name, but those of you who know Koi sock know this colorway. It's the gray and rainbow stripes. So I just got his cuff done, and then I did his heel flap for the double gusset heel. And I've turned the heel. So now I just have to pick up the stitches and set the double gusset. I don't think he's going to like these as much as his last pair.
He'll live with it.
I know, but the last pair I made him was like perfect, and now I don't think anything's going to live up to it. Why is that not perfect? Well, so I took the measurements of the last sock to make sure I had everything so that I could mimic it again. But I stopped my cuff too soon, which is fine. It's just not going to come up as high on his ankle. Like everything else is measured right so far, but it's just not going to come up as high. And I don't know if he's going to be like, oh,
he'll still wear them.
Yeah, that's true. He'll wear them.
Everyone has a pair of socks they don't really like and they wear anyways.
Yeah, but my first pair of socks I made him
are perfect.
Are not perfect.
Oh.
So I've made him 2. The first one were the pattern was called Level Up Socks, and they had like kind of like almost like a pretzel designed cable going down the side, and they were really pretty. They took me almost a year to make, and I had to knit them like 3 times because I ripped out 2 whole socks and I had to keep redoing them, and then they were a little too small on him. Like the cuff just wasn't tall enough, and I made them like super narrow because he wanted them really tight against his foot. So then they're like really long. I mean, like they fit fine, but they're not the best for wearing. He does wear them, and when I made them for him, he like would wear them all the time. That's why I made him a second pair. But now the second pair, like he just doesn't take off his favorite. Yeah, he wears them to work, and his mom yelled at him. She saw that he was wearing them because they're striped. They're like a striped sock, and she was like, "What are you doing wearing those to work?" Because his is like he works with computers all day, but their work attire is supposed to be like business casual. So he wears
Who's
like...
looking at your socks?
That's what I said.
I want to know.
That's what I said. I was like, well, who's looking at your socks? You can't even see your socks. She goes, I don't know, but she yelled at me for wearing them. I was like, I like them. They look good on your feet. And then I started another baby vertebrae. But, okay, so the one I showed you in the last episode, I finished. I don't have it anymore because I gave it to a coworker. She had the baby, and I was, like, racing against the clock. Like, her due date was on Monday. She went a little early. We thought she was going to go a lot early because she is, like, probably 4'11". And her belly...
Short, so.
Yeah, that's about how tall Stacy is. Her belly was huge, and every day, sir, it just got lower and lower until when she left before school break, it was, like, down to her knees almost. I felt really bad. I told her not to come back. I did not want to see her after vacation, and she ended up having the baby. She's a tiny baby. She's not tiny. She's 7 pounds, 7.5 pounds, 19 inches, which isn't big. But when you look at the pictures of the baby, she's so chunky. Like, she's got these huge cheeks, and you just expect that she's going to be bigger than that. Like, the baby, like, the picture, she looks like she's going to be this, like, really chubby baby. But she was only, like, 7.5 pounds, which is a little surprising. But she's really cute, and I'm really happy for her. She already has a son that just turned 1, and now they've got a little girl. So, I finished that baby vertebrae, and I had quite a bit of trouble doing the collar band. It goes, like, all the way around. Because I wanted to do it, first I was going to do it in a light pink, and I didn't like the contrast, so then I found like this dark raspberry that I had left over in scraps, but I definitely did not have enough to do the collar, so I ended up actually finding 3 different pinks and did like a pink variegated collar, so it came out really nice. You can check my project pages for that. So this new one I'm doing, like I said, the coloring's bad, but that's not too bad. I mean, you got, it's like this light, bright pink, a light beigey brown, and then like creams and whites. And again, it's just for that.
There's like stuff to it.
Yeah. I've got like hair everywhere lately. It's just another Bernat Softy baby, and this has been my go-to for all my baby stuff lately, because feel how soft it is.
It is soft.
Yeah, and it's machine washable, so you can't go wrong there for baby.
It would make
items.
nice socks.
Some baby booties, maybe. Yeah. So I've got the sweater going. For this one, I'm increasing quite a bit, instead of just having like a side cardigan that the baby vertebrae does. And I'm actually going to wing this. And I don't know if it's going to fit a baby the way it should, because I don't have any babies to test it on. But I'm really tired of just doing a plain baby vertebrae, which I didn't think I was ever going to say, because I really enjoy knitting this sweater. But I've just been knitting them one right after the other lately.
Everyone's having babies.
Yeah. So I just don't feel like knitting it. But I started off, and I'm going to increase to the number that they say. And then when I get where you put the sleeves, like on the separate cords. Am I boring you?
No.
I want to do like a feather and fan pattern for the, so starting at the waist of the sweater, I want to do like feather and fan.
Oh, that'd be cute. Like a little skirt kind of thing.
Yeah. So the woman I'm giving it to, it's got a very like clean, pristine type style. So like she's got this nice sophisticated type style. So I wanted the girls, like the items that I make her, I wanted it to be like very like, you know, like not princessy cute, but just like clean cut, like sophisticated, pristine.
I think
you
the
know?
feather pen would look cute.
Yeah, so I was thinking doing something similar to actually the latch cardigan as far as like a collar goes, and you don't know what that pattern looks like, but it has like ribbon going around the collar and it like overlaps and then it goes down and opens for a cardigan and like you just button it over. So I think I want to do like a mini do the collar like this, right? And then have it open into like the feather and fan.
It'll be cute.
Yeah, and all the collar work I want to do in like a cream color, which I think you saw when I bought the yarn.
Yeah, I was there when you bought that.
Yeah. And then I want to do, I don't know what the name of the hat is on Ravelry, but it's kind of like a flapper styled hat, and I want to do that to go with it. So I'll do that. Because the other girl from my knit night who is having a baby, I already knit her a sweater and a hat, so I gotta knit this one
evenly.
Yeah, I don't want them to be like, oh, why'd she get this and I didn't get that? I don't think they would do that, but you know, they're both my knit gals, and so they're both gonna get. Excuse me, I got fuzz. They're both gonna get the sweater and the hat, and I gave the other girl, her name's Maureen, I gave her the sweater and hat already as soon as I finished it. So once I finish this for Ashley, I'll give that to her. And then for their baby shower, I have some books for them. And I brought them 6 books each.
I'm gonna go check if that's my car.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what's going on outside.
Yeah, what is that?
Oh my gosh, Victor's getting his car towed.
What? Hold on. Does he know?
What happened?
His car always breaks down.
I hope
Always.
the tow truck didn't like hit my car. No, my car was alright.
Sorry guys, there's a lot of commotion going outside. My brother just got home and it looks like his car crapped out on him again. And he's getting it towed up front. So, I should probably wrap this up before he comes in the house and makes a lot of noise. But I got them 6 books. 5 of them are they are the same for each of them. And then they each got 1 book that's different. But with the books, one of the books is called Twinkle Twinkle, and it has owls on the front. And then another one is called Love Monster, and they both got a copy. So for Ashley, I'm going to knit her the owl to go with the book. And from Maureen, since she's having a boy and Ashley's having a girl, Maureen's going to get a Love Monster. So they'll have some that are the same and some that are different. So those are my upcoming plans. As far as the group goes on Ravelry, come join us if you watch the podcast. There's not much going on right now. I think when I start the vest, I will do a knit along for like sweaters or something, because I also have to finish my flyleaf cardigan. So maybe to get motivated, I'll do like a little knit along, an informal type knit along. And then I want to draw winners for the first drawing of the year stash down. And my stash down this month is not doing so well. I got quite a bit of yarn, including yarn for my vest, which was like 5 skeins. But I got a really good deal on it. I got Malabrigo Rios. I got 5 skeins for $50, so $10 a skein plus free shipping. And I got it from Fabulous Yarn. They have some great discounts, so go check them out as well. And I'm sorry to cut it so short, but my brother's coming in the house now, and he'll make some noise when he comes in. So I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you guys all are enjoying the rest of your April, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.